Alright everyone, we have 40 out of 50 of the scan codes. Of course all the credit will be on screen, but yes, here is the Island Escape D Rex. You can tell it's the Island Escape one because it has less paint on its arms. It's more just that beige cream color. But here we have Achillobator. Thank you to Plush Boy Q. Finally getting a hold of the Wave 2 Strike Attack, which was all we needed for the end of the Rebirth line in the Jurassic Facts app. Now it's just going to be like Chaos Theory and Reimagined type stuff, but here is Archaeornithomimus. Looking interesting, not really Archaeornithomimus-like, but still a cool creature nonetheless. And then up here we have Ceoptera. So this is from Lil Roll, I believe they found the Wave 2 Danger Pack, so that was really cool. I also found them in one of my stores recently, so there was that. But you know, I'm putting credit to the people who found the toys first. So here we have the human Pteranodon pack that, you know, comes with Henry Loomis and this Juvenile Pteranodon clearly that we see kind of in the movie, but it's way smaller. Then here we have Quetzalcoatlus, very nice one. I'll be getting this figure soon, definitely. It's a really good one because not many. It's like a Hammond collection one basically because it can bend the wings and then fly. Then here we have Tapejara. This model in the Facts app is the exact same as the previous Tapejara, but the toy is different with less paint. So there's that. And then Titanosaurus, one of the biggest new creatures to come out of the Rebirth line, along with, you know, some super colossals like the T-Rex and Monolophosaurus. Monolophosaurus definitely worth it for an accurate Mosa. And then here we have Utahraptor. This one was such a cool one. And could you imagine if this was in the movie instead of Mutodon? I feel like that could have been so awesome because I feel like Mutodons were just there. I don't know, they didn't feel too special to me. They didn't, you know, D-Rex was taking up the main screen time. But then here we have Beipiaosaurus. It's like a tiny little Therizinosaurus. It even does the Therizinosaurus roar. That's so cool. And then Edmontonia. I believe this one was from Jake the Snake when they managed to just grab a whole ton of things, and yeah, it was just scan code after scan code. It was so awesome. And then here, Iani Smithi. This was one of the first scan codes we got a hold of. I think thanks to Jurassic Panama, they got it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was them. And then here we have Inostrancevia, which another one of the first ones came from Feb 1015, I believe. And yeah, this is an awesome figure. I do really want it. I feel like it would go well with my Scootosaurus, but yeah, I'm just... should I get it? You know, because I've mainly just been collecting creatures from the movie. Nothing really non-canon. And then here we have Minquaria, another Wave 2 Danger Pack found by a little roll again. And I did see that one in stores. Then here we have Monolophosaurus. Very cool. I think it's very similar to the Leucistic Baryonyx pack, Monolophosaurus. It's even got the same yellow line, so I find that interesting. Then here, Nasutoceratops. Not in the movie, but for some reason they decided to give it a figure, which was interesting. I'm not really sure what that choice was, and gave it different colors too instead of the gray and red one. We really kind of needed that, but we've never been given it, and yet we're given a non-canon paint scheme. Anyway, Spiclypeus found by Steve and Ethan. They've been finding quite a few of the recent ones, so good on them. Then Yuxisaurus, very interesting. This was originally meant to release alongside the Chaos Theory line, but got replaced, I think, with one of the strike attacks, like maybe Pyroraptor or something else, I think. Then here we have Zuniceratops. I'm not sure why they remolded it. It's not even, you know, in the movie or anything, but I guess they did. Maybe they had some extra budget and they're like, let's improve some things. Here we have Abelisaurus. This one's interesting. Not sure why they gave it the Dewlap, but it is cool to finally have Abelisaurus, one of the Indoraptor's genome components. So if you're collecting those, there it is. And then Ankylosaurus. This one is actually in the movie for a couple of seconds. I think the paint scheme's a little different, but it is meant to resemble that, because I think in the movie it did even have a bit of red on its head too. I think that might have been a JB3 Ankylosaurus reference, so that's kind of cool. Then here we have Aucasaurus. Not really relevant to anything, but it's still a cool wild raw to get, and I think personally looks a bit better than Abelisaurus. Here we have Baryonyx. Again, not too sure why it got a figure if it wasn't even in Rebirth. I guess there were skeletal bones that, you know, were meant to appear but just didn't, so it could be for that. Then we have Chilantaisaurus. I think this one was found by Andy's Dinosaur Reviews, so very cool. It's a neat looking figure, definitely, and it comes alongside the Purrusaurus, which we do also have the scan code for. Here's the Rumble and Rampage D Rex, which I do have with me to my side. It's a very awesome figure. I think this was originally first found by Kalupo Toys, so that was a good day when that was found. I remember that. Eotriceratops, this one was found by Jurassic Jaden, I'm pretty sure. And yeah, it's a neat figure. I'm just wondering, was it originally meant to be Triceratops before that got cut from the movie? We know Triceratops had renders for the movie, it's meant to be in it, but just never did. Anyway, Herrerasaurus. I'm really interested in this. It feels like they've de-evolved. You know, the Dino Tracker Herrera was an upgrade to the old model, and they've gone back to it. Yeah. Anyway, Indominus Rex got a new figure to celebrate the 10th anniversary of Jurassic World. Super awesome. I'm really glad it did. All the popular creatures are getting toys this year. It's just so awesome. And then Maiasaura. Very cool. Wish this was in the movie. You know, it is nice we got the Parasaurolophus corpse, but I still feel like, you know, Maiasaura was the one in the novel. It should have been that. Here we have Nanotyrannus. I believe this was originally meant to be the young Rex in Jurassic World Rebirth. It's a shame it didn't make it in, because we do know that young Rex was in the novel scenes eating from carcasses. So yeah, but still cool. It's a blue, you can pretend it's a blue young Rex. It's awesome. Then here we have Purrusaurus, one of my favorites. It is just a repackage of the Camp Cretaceous one. I have got the Camp Cretaceous one, but yeah. Steve and Ethan, I think, also found this Purrusaurus. So yeah, we do have all of Wave 2 except for the human packs. I am just awaiting them. I would definitely love to get the Duncan figure, but I hear they're not coming to Australia at all, these human packs. Only the story packs. So that's how I'm getting human figures. But here, have the Velociraptor. We got the scan code from Mattel first. They normally put fake codes, but for some reason, the Velociraptor actually did work, which was interesting. Here we have Tail Thrasher Spino. I've also got that one to the side of me. I've got most of the Spino figures, the main ones at least. So yeah, this is the big Spino figure. Very cool to see. And then this is the Lab Lockdown T-Rex. They actually gave T-Rex a new animation, but not this one. A different T-Rex. Although it's weird they didn't give it to this T-Rex, because the toy for this one I feel is more accurate to the movie T-Rex. But here we have the Danger Set Spino, and these are both of the two Spinosauruses in the Facts app. And I do have that one, of course. And then if you want the third Spino, you have to get it as a 12-inch figure. And then the fourth Spino comes in the mini pack, kind of. It's the same as the third Spino, but you know, this is the new T-Rex model I'm talking about. So it's the Power Devour T-Rex, and I feel it should have gone to the Lab Lockdown one, and they should have switched roles, but it's still cool to see nonetheless. Here's Pteranodon, very awesome, one of the first Wave 1 gigantic thrashers, so that was cool to see. And then up and coming, Mosasaurus. This one I think originally found by Blendverse, and yeah, it's the one that comes with the spitting action to spit out the Dilophosaurus. Doesn't do that in the movie, of course, but still a fun toy. And then the last one we have here is Torvo Neustes, one of the only two aquatics. Do you reckon they'll make a Dunkleosteus? I'm curious, but yeah, watch up here for more. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you later. Bye.